Hey, what's up guys? A little late with my video today. My blog post from today is down below. Sent that out already. Off to a late start because I just got back from Orlando. Yesterday I spent the day in Orlando at an event that was put on by one of my buddies, Kyle Eschenroder. Kyle's a 27-year-old dude. I think he's 27 or maybe even younger. Young guy who started a company called Startup Bros, where he and his buddy teach people how to start up their companies by selling products on Amazon mainly. So anyway, it's entrepreneurship, and it's how to teach people how to go from having a job to building their own business, selling products that they personally use or enjoy themselves. Anyway, he put on this great event at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, and he had the headline speaker as Daymond John, which if you guys are familiar with Daymond John, you probably know him from Shark Tank. This is like the TV show where entrepreneurs come and pitch their product to a panel of investors, and Daymond's the black guy. He's the only brother on the set, but he's also the founder of FUBU Clothing Corporation from way back in the day. I remember being in 9th grade rocking some FUBU sneakers and FUBU jersey. Anyway, he was the keynote speaker. It was great. I spoke. I gave a short presentation, and I also spoke on a panel. So anyway, I spent the night there, drove back this morning, wrote my blog post and email just now, and uploading this video for you guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about what I discussed in my email down below with regards to creativity. It was fascinating to be in a room, in an environment with other people who choose to live their lives creatively, meaning that they've got an idea, that there's something that's coming up in them through their heart or their passion, and they want to share it with people in an entrepreneurial venture. This is what Daymond John spoke about during his keynote, and about how much criticism and how much defeat he had to go through, all the challenges, all the struggles, all of the self-doubt that comes with trying to make something out of nothing, especially when it comes to an entrepreneurial venture, trying to create a product that you want to sell. You wanted to create clothing for the hip-hop community. And I remember I grew up with hip-hop in the 90s, and his clothing was all the rage back then. I used to watch the LL Cool J commercial where he gave FUBU a shout out in a Gap commercial. It was a big controversy and whatnot. So it's pretty cool to hear him speak of his story and to meet other people and hear of their stories of taking what they love and turning it into a piece of art. Creativity. And it got me thinking about my buddy Frank Yang. Those of you guys who watch my videos might be familiar with Frank Yang. He's also another fitness YouTube creator, but Frank is on some other level. Frank creates videos like this one here that he did for me a few months back, featuring myself and being at the gym and just a couple other cool things you'll notice. But anyway, the fact is that Frank is a badass creator, bodybuilder, and will be at the Strength Camp Challenge 2015 coming up in November. So those of you who are going to be here, you'll get a chance to meet one of the 10 who've already confirmed. I'll talk a little bit about that. I'll be creating a video about each of the 10 confirmed YouTube celebs. What else did I want to talk about today? I wanted to put it out there for you guys to get some feedback about you and your own creativity, and times when you've allowed other people to squash your creativity, not give you the space or the encouragement, or literally just shut you down when you wanted to create something that was unique or brand new or never done before. Right? I think about when I first moved down to Florida and I worked at a fitness gym, one of these big box gyms. It's now LA Fitness. It used to be called Lifestyle Family Fitness. And man, I was a budding entrepreneur. I was one of those trainers that I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get more clients. That's why I had the most clients, and that's why I decided to leave and start my own gym. But while I was there, one of the things that kind of made me feel I won't say unappreciated, but kind of put me down a little bit, hey, stay in your spot, soldier, stay in your lane, little man, was when I started creating my own pamphlets and my own flyers at the gym. Of course, they're giving me leads, right? But I was ambitious. And I was like, well, you guys are giving me leads, but I want to go get more. I'm bringing them business by creating the pamphlets and the flyers, because I just wanted them everywhere, because I wanted everyone to get an opportunity to, and I wanted an opportunity to showcase my training skills and get more clients. And I remember I made a dope ass flyer, at least I thought it was dope. And I put it up in the gym. I put it up around the gym, in the neighborhood and stuff. And on my off hours, when I wasn't training people, I'd hand them out and stuff. And I'd say, hey, come and try out a free workout with me. And it was quickly squashed by the CEO of the company. The manager got word of my ambitions and shared it with the corporate structure, and they were like, no, this little motherfucker needs to calm down. So that was one of the things that kind of like made me feel as if, well, you know what, I'm not going to work for anybody else. That's really when I got into entrepreneurship. I would have probably worked for it. I could have definitely worked for. I never want to say that I wouldn't work for anybody. I would work. I like sales. I would have been great in sales. But I would have worked in an environment that allowed creativity, that would have created or allowed me to create my own opportunities. Right? Those are the best places to work. If you're not an entrepreneur and you're working somewhere and you're of the ambitious type spirit, then you're going to want to work somewhere where you can work up the ladder, where you can exercise your creativity and create something out of nothing and contribute to the company. But, in my situation, they just weren't having it. So I'm wondering, I'm pretty sure there are moments in time, circumstances that you faced, challenges that you face with regard to expressing your creativity, where other people just didn't see eye to eye with you and your vision, and we allow them essentially to squash us, shut us down. So I'm curious, please share with me any stories that you have about allowing yourself to be creatively stifled. Love talking to you guys. Looking forward to reading your comments and interacting with you down below. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.